Well, what Romney is facing here is that Obama doesn't want anyone to talk about the two gigantic, huge, enormous issues confronting this country: the totally disastrous economy and the unpopular health care program. So he wants to talk about outsourcing, Swiss bank accounts, the dog on top of the car during a vacation, taxing the wealthy, the whole bit. Everything is a sideshow because he wants people to focus on that rather than the two major issues. That's a fool's errand. People know the major issues. I was so interested that Obama spoke about returning the tax rates to the rates that prevailed under President Clinton. That's a flat-out lie. While it is true that he would raise the tax rates on the upper bracket to 40%, which it was under Clinton, which, by the way, would generate about $70 billion of revenue, not enough to do any significant damage to a $1.4 trillion deficit. But the big thing that he would do is to bring the capital gains rate back up to where it was above when Bill Clinton was president. And the thing that distinguished Bill Clinton's economy from the previous economies was not the tax increases, but the tax decreases. It was our cut in the capital gains tax that stimulated economic activity, stimulated capital gains, and you know what? It produced hundreds of billions of more capital gains revenue, even though we cut the rate. And if Obama were to restore everything to the Clinton period, that would be a very different situation.
Well, and interestingly, it was Bill Clinton that said, Romney's qualified, he's up to the job, don't rescind the Bush tax cuts, which is now what he's announcing, and he's using Clinton to make that argument here. So I guess he's talking about, though, 1 million small business owners. Let me go back to Barack Obama himself, and he brought up this issue back in 2009, saying you should not raise taxes during a recession. And I want to play it for you and get your reaction on the other side.
Normally, you don't raise taxes in the recession, which is why we haven't, and why we've instead cut taxes. So I guess what I'd say to Scott is his economics are right. You don't raise taxes in a recession. We haven't raised taxes in a recession. He's absolutely right. The last thing you want to do is to raise taxes in the middle of a recession because that would just take more demand out of the economy and put businesses in a further hole.
Seems like he's decided class warfare is more important, for his re-election campaign. So I go